yeah, we're getting pretty close to Christmas now, so not only is it the time for giving, not only is it the time for eating, but if you're like me, it's the time for cheesecake. Like, pretty much any time of the year, really. So today I'm going to be making cheesecake truffles. I know what you're thinking, get the hell out of it, Doug. That sounds amazing. Yes, that's right, it does. Not only are they super tasty, but they make great gifts to give to your friends and family this Christmas. Because they're pretty simple to make, they're pretty cheap, and everyone will love them. So let's get baking. To make these at home, you will need, for the filling, a cheesecake. You can absolutely make it yourself, but to be honest, that's going to be a lot more effort. And once the cheesecake's hidden in the truffle, then who's really going to know? So just buy a frozen cheesecake and it'll be pretty much as good. To cover the truffles, you'll need some milk and white chocolate. And then for the base, you'll need some chocolate biscuits and some butter or margarine. And that's it. At this point, you can try some of the cheesecake just to make sure it tastes good. I approve. To make the base, take your chocolate biscuits. I went for Oreos because who doesn't like Oreos? And your butter. Pop them into a food processor and blend them up until there's no big chunks of biscuit left. Once that's done, take your chocolatey goodness mixture out, plop it onto a chopping board and roll it out until it's just a few millimeters thick. Now I managed to find this nifty little thing that is a cupcake plunger, but I'm repurposing it as a cheesecake truffle base chopper thingamajig. Because basically what I want to do is cut out circles of this mixture and then press them down to make sure they're firm. So you can just use a cookie cutter and press it down with your finger, but this might make things a little bit easier and a bit more fun too. Now onto the cheesecake filling. We're going to want to separate the cheesecake from the base if you're using a pre-made one like me, as we only want the creamy bit on top. One for you and one for me. Depending on how many truffles you're thinking of making, you probably won't need the entire cheesecake, so you can always leave some to eat for later as well. As you can see, I don't have a proper piping bag, but a sealable food bag works just as well. All we need to do is shove it down into one corner and then make a little slit so that we can push it out. And that should work pretty well just like that. It is time to start having some fun with the cheesecake. We're going to pipe it straight onto the bases. Cut a really small hole at the tip of the bag, just like that. So pipe on a nice big blob onto each one and make sure the top of it comes to a nice pointy tip. Once you've done that and you've got them onto a plate, try not to eat them, but you want to put them into the fridge for a good few hours to make sure they're nice and firm, so that we can then move on to the next stage. Woohoo! They've now been in the fridge long enough, they are nice and firm and super cold. So now it's time to melt some milk chocolate in the microwave, as we're going to be drizzling it all over those and making an outer coating. Now that our chocolate is done, we need to take all the little mini truffles, put them onto a wire rack and start drizzling chocolate all over them. Make sure you have something underneath to catch all the chocolate as it runs through. Don't forget you can scrape off the chocolate that dripped through as well and reuse that. Once those have set, you can melt some white chocolate so that you can decorate them and make them look really nice. Feel free to experiment and do whatever pattern that you want. Here we go, moment of truth. Ah, oh, so good. Oh, that is like a little bite of chocolate cheesecake heaven. That is so good. If you enjoyed this and you think the cheesecake truffles look good, and believe me when I say that they really were, then I also made some other Christmas videos which you should definitely check out next. I made a Christmas hacks video where I run through lots of life hacks and cool tips for Christmas. It will make your Christmassy lives so much better. And then I also made my own Christmas jumper, so if you want to see how I did that, the link is here, click right here. Do please give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends if you did enjoy it, and if you really want some cheesecake truffles too, then I might send you some. But otherwise, thanks very much for watching and I will see you again soon. Bye!